Greetings. So this is a 20 video special. I don't know why I did this, but I needed to get more videos out because I have to do like 2 videos a week, but I haven't done any videos for like 2 weeks, and now I have to do 4 videos straight. So I came up with this thought at the last second. So what I'll be going over here is my library of coding books, which I'm proud of, even though I'm not proud of my code. But I am proud of the books because it's cool to collect stuff. So this is one of the books I have, JavaScript, The Good Parts. It's around 150 pages, so it's pretty small. But one of the main reasons I like it is because I put it side by side with the definitive guide for JavaScript. This is actually an older version, but it was cheaper at the time. So I bought this one. I don't know why I did that. It was dumb of me. But it's funny because when you put them side by side, the good parts is so much smaller than the definitive guide. And I'm pretty sure that joke has been made multiple times, but I can do it in real life because I have both books, which is pretty cool. I did not end up reading both of those books as much as I would like to have, because I also purchased this one by John Duckett, which is JavaScript and jQuery, which is in his 3-book series. I believe the third book in this series came out very recently. It was like PHP and MySQL, I believe. But it has HTML and CSS, and then JavaScript and jQuery. And the cool thing about these books is that they're actually fully colored, and that's like much different to what normal coding books are, which is black and white and a bunch of text rather than having pictures and shit. But they do, which is very cool. Another book that I like and I follow a lot when creating tutorials for Python is The Self-Taught Programmer, which is not so much as a Python focused book as it is about like general stuff about programming, like Git and Linux and stuff, but it's very easy to read and also very nice because I gave it to my little brother who could understand it because it was so easy to read. And I believe that Corey Althoff, he has an Instagram, so you can follow him. But he also has another book, The Self-Taught Computer Scientist, which is like literally like this, but I believe the color scheme is in burst. So it would be cool to own both of those, just to put them side by side. Although it also would be cool to read them. Here, I have SQL queries for mere mortals, and this is a fat book. It's like almost 1,000 pages, or probably, actually, let me check. Yeah, it's almost 1,000 pages, so it's at like it's reaching the 900 mark, but it's quite hefty and like very nice. It's easy to understand and to read, so if you're doing a lot of SQL, then I would recommend to read something like this, even though it's like not really needed. So I have, I think, books on JavaScript, Java, C#, and some other stuff, but the main languages are JavaScript and Java, even though I barely use JavaScript and Java anymore because I switched to .NET around 6 months ago. So the Java books are only used for me to gain a better understanding of design patterns. For example, in Joshua Bloch's book, Effective Java, 3rd edition, he goes over a bunch of really nice design patterns, and this is probably the book I've read the most. Yeah, this is really fun. Also, it has a Duke holding a pencil, which I think is actually pretty funny. I like Duke. I was gonna crochet or crochet like a mini Duke figurine, but as soon as I started knitting, I realized that it would be a lot harder than I thought it was. So I don't know, like maybe I'll end up doing it in the future. I also have Java Performance, the definitive guide. So this obviously goes over Java performance and performance testing and stuff like that. Unfortunately, because I use C# now, it would be better if this were focused on the CLR and not the JVM, but obviously it's a Java book, so it's not going to be focused on the CLR, so I'm sort of stuck with that. Another Java book that I have is Herbert Schiltz, I think. Herbert Schiltz 11th edition, Definitive Guide to Java, which is quite a good definitive guide. It's not really the type of book you'd like sit down and read through. I tried doing that. I got to like page 300 or so, but after that I just use it for reference, just going in, because like it gets boring in the middle because it just lists down methods and members of certain Java classes and stuff like that, which, like, sure, if you want to memorize that stuff, go ahead, but why would you? A relatively recent book that I have, that I got like 4 months ago or 3 months ago when I was sure that I wanted to continue with .NET, is C# in Depth by John Skeet. And John Skeet also happens to be the user on Stack Overflow with the most, what's it called? Oh god, no, I can't. Oh my god. I'm embarrassed that I don't know what it's called. I'm gonna go onto my Stack Overflow account and see what it's called. God damn it. Reputation. Yes. Reputation. And then the last two books that I have is Unity in Action and Xamarin in Action. And you may have noticed that these all have the same sort of design scheme. Yeah, that's cool. I do read Xamarin in Action. However, I have not read it as much as I would like to have, because it doesn't go over Xamarin Forms. It goes over Xamarin Native, which I don't use. However, it's still kind of useful, just reading through it every now and then. And of course, Unity stuff. Have not read through that one yet because I did not go to Unity as soon as I thought I would, because I'm making games in Xamarin. Anything of note? Let's see how many books I have. 1, 2, 3, 12 books. That's right. 12 books in my library. That's pretty cool. Bye, guys.